Now, hotels across Nairobi are recording as high as 80% bookings as Kenya co-hosts the Africa Nations Championship CHAN. Now, to capitalize on this momentum, the Kenya Tourism Board is offering incentives to encourage participating teams to explore attractions across the country. This initiative follows a 15 million shilling sponsorship for the Harambee Stars. I had a sit down with KTB CEO John Chepkemei in regard to the impact that CHAN has had to the tourism sector. Have a look. Kenya, for the very first time, hosting the Africa Nation Championships, CHAN 2025, alongside Tanzania and Uganda. These matches are already running, so it marks a major sporting milestone, a compelling intersection between sports tourism, tourism, and ecotourism. What does this mean for Kenya? More so, what does this mean for marketing agency Kenya Tourism Board? I'm Regina Manyara, and we are joined by none other John Chepkemei, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the marketing agency, to share more insights in regard to this matter.
Thank you, Regina.
What impact has Kenya hosting CHAN had on the industry?
Hosting CHAN means that Kenya is tapping into the 10% tourism expenditure that is as a result of tourism. According to UN Tourism, 10% of the global tourism spend is actually through sports tourism. And this is expected to grow by 17% by the year 2030. So hosting CHAN for a country like Kenya that is a leading tourism destination in the region is a strategic positioning to reap the benefit that come with sports and tourism.
So how are the numbers looking like in as far as accommodation is concerned?
As you may be aware, most of our trains to our coast are full. The flights are full. You're struggling to get a bus. This is our busy season, the busiest season of tourism in the country. It's the season of wildebeest migration. And so hosting CHAN has added value beyond the traditional tourists that we expect in this season. This is usually a season for mostly game, where we call it bush and beach, but we are now beginning to add an addition, which is sports tourism. Regina, our number one contributor to tourism in this country is what we call leisure. It's basically leisure. People are coming for leisure. And if you track where they are going, it's basically to sample what the country has to offer. Number 9, or among the top 10 reasons why people visit Kenya, is actually for sports tourism.
Well, any key incentives from the agency supporting the industry as well as a sporting fraternity during the season?
We saw it fit to celebrate in the smallest of ways our national team, Harambee Stars, to the federation with a token of appreciation to a tune of 15 million Kenya shillings. We are also going to buy 5,000 jerseys to be distributed to the fans, who are actually 40% of our population. 40% of our population are actually football fans. So we will distribute in partnership with the federation. And most importantly, we have seen what hosting CHAN has done to our country. It has helped us really come together as a people, and we are proud that the national team Harambee Stars has not only represented themselves as a football team, but as a pride of the country.
The Mara is vibrant as well as the country is vibrant during the CHAN season. How can Kenya leverage and maximize these two coinciding issues, sports as well as tourism peak, for maximum benefit?
We'll be able to take some players for a familiarization trip in most of our tourist destinations, and Mara is not an exception. We have also noticed an influx of visitors from mostly East Africa who are coming to watch the game, and they're also asking us to allow them to sample the nightlife in Nairobi. They are also going to our retail stores and shopping. We have some of the top brands globally in our top malls. And Regina, you've had some countries calling Kenya their Paris, Some are calling Kenya their New York. Some are calling Kenya their London. And this is what is unique about our country.
Very well said. So now, looking into the future, as an agency, what strategies are you applying, to position Kenya as an ideal tourist destination, leveraging on the sports tourism niche?
We are glad that we've started investing in the sports infrastructure, which has been a challenge. Now, going into the future, we are encouraging the government agencies and even private sector to invest in our local teams, especially the Tier 2, so that we can have a proper growth path for the talent at the grassroots. So if we all come together as a country, private sector, partnering with the government, to support our 22 teams in the second tier and the 12 women teams in the second tier, it then gives us a natural growth, and we are able to then encourage young people who are getting interested into sports, especially football, to know that there is a future. Regina, if you look at just Tier 2, the 22 teams play over 1,400 matches in 10 months. The ladies, the 12 teams play over 700 in 10 months, and they traverse the country and they move with their fans. So from tourism point of view, we are able to promote domestic tourism.
What is in store for those who have either come to play or even supporting the teams in Kenya as far as Kenya's vast tourism portfolio is concerned?
There is no better place to be than to be in Kenya. We have proven that we have world-class sports facilities, not only for soccer, but even for our athletics, and we are seeing our rugby pitch coming up. It means that Kenya is ready for the world. Kenya is ready to play in the global league, but you are unique in the sense that in Kenya you can play 364 and a quarter days. We do not have seasons that can stop us from playing. Whether you are coming here to just practice, you are coming for a friendly match, or you are simply coming to test what the country has to offer. So yes, Kenya is ready for the world.
Expectations of Chan from an industry point of view?
For now, we are supporting the Football League through FKF, and we're just going to work with them even as we get into the new season. As you may be aware, we are supporting our athletes, and we are preparing them even for the Olympics in 2027 that will be happening in the US. We are already working closely, and you are aware, with our golf team, to just ensure that we are prepared for the next big thing in the golfing fraternity. We continue to support clubs, and recently we had a meeting with all the clubs in the country to then begin to package golf nights for tourists, because it's also a growing segment that has huge expenditure. Just if I could go back to soccer or football, an average football fan spends $1,500 when they come to your country. So for us, sports tourism is not only important, but it is a sector that we must work together to ensure that we grow it from position 9 to even among our top 3 tourist attraction to the country.
Parting shot, Madam CEO?
If you're looking for a place to visit, Kenya is the real deal. Don't miss out on meeting even just the people of Kenya and engage with our over 50 million smiles.
Well, there you have it. Other than a 15 million sponsorship or partnership with the sporting fraternity as Kenya hosts Chan, the Kenya Tourism Board is also looking at setting up incentives for the players to also get to sample, as well as their families and their fans, to sample what Kenya has to offer in as far as tourist attractions are concerned, and not limited to the Mara. Spoken just as the CEO mentioned that Mara is not out of the equation. Incentives will be coming down for the industry as Kenya positions herself as not only an ideal tourist destination, but the place to be for sports. I'm Regina Manyara. I hand you back to Broadcasting House.